black man.
True.
For all we know,
Absolutely.
that's all we know what it is.
Right.
It's neighborhood violence for right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when the college thing, you know what I'm saying? They making these false accounts, false scholarships.
Hey, look, I got that in there too.
But I'm just
Oh,
saying, I just want to say they
Lord,
doing this. They getting paid millions and millions of dollars. Do you see somebody else coming to shoot them?
Nope.
Nah, what you did was somebody just probably snitched on them like, hey, I ain't getting no cut. Oh, I'm about to cut this off.
Right.
You see the difference?
That's what happened.
No, I see it though.
You know what I'm saying? The difference there, somebody just ain't getting fed enough, so they mad, so they snitching.
Or ain't
you
get
know
their
what I'm
piece of
saying?
the pie at all,
Exactly.
so they like, oh,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not getting shit. Y'all ain't getting shit either.
Right.
My man.
But you know what I'm saying? My thing is where we from, you know, because of I'm guessing the atmosphere that we around when we growing up is, oh, you doing better than me. I gotta take everything away from you. You know what I'm saying? That's foul.
It is, man.
I think people remember who you used to be. I mean, you get big and you get rappers. They get big and they get rich, but people still remember the same dude that was struggling. They still remember. They remember what you used to do. That's like Nipsey. He might have made a complete turnaround, but people still remember when he was on the streets. So with that being said, I feel like from the '90s up till now, it's been. I wanna go as far as say it feel like it's been bounties on rappers' heads. No matter which hood you from, cause especially from Detroit, a lot of rappers get killed even though you're not big, but now it's starting to happen everywhere. What's my man from New York, Chinks or whatever? He went back to his own, and it's when you come back home, you don't get killed nowhere. It's only when you come back home that somebody try to kill you.
You hit that right on the head though. Like
I never
I was about to say,
understood
that
why
was
you
Who got killed a few months ago here? Soda. He got killed.
Yeah,
so
so-
that's about that. I mean, it's
What,
been about
and what
a year.
he
Give or take.
get killed for?
He was going to his car and somebody wanted his watch.
You see what I'm saying?
See, but that ain't. See,
The
And his
piggyback
man
off
was
what
right
you said.
behind him. His
but
man
that's what
told
I'm
him to
saying
wait,
though.
like-
The piggyback off what you said is okay. You remember me being broke. You remember being, me struggling. You loving me in my downtime, but when I'm up, you know what I'm saying, and because I'm broadcasting that I'm winning, you want to take it all away from me now. You know what I'm saying? And it could be somebody hating on you for the simplest thing.
But it's like B
But
said,
that should teach you a
I'm
lesson,
not
though.
winning, so why should you win?
That should teach you a lesson, though, because you just said something about broadcasting. Because of those obstacles, like
Right.
people who gonna hate on you, control what you broadcast. Because you know you're gonna have haters. It's inevitable. If you know somebody who's just that type of person who just don't want to see you do good, but they show different, control what you broadcast.
Right.
Because that's just gonna pull more heat on you.
Right.
but you also go ahead, B.
No, I was about to say, like somebody had said in the comment section, he said Boosie said it best. 90% of the rappers die in their hometown. He said that's why you got to move out of your city when you get on, because in New York,
But ain't that sad?
it is sad.
Why you even got to move?
But then-
Because you got a financial gain. You know what I'm saying? And somebody don't want to see you shine. You know that's just
That's
stupid,
the $1 million
man.
question.
But
though.
you got to
Stupid.
think about it. 90% of rappers, when they get on, what past did they have? What life did a lot of them live before becoming that rapper? How many people they done shot, robbed, stabbed? You see what I'm saying? So now you're more vulnerable and easier to find.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But see, like
It's
that's,
still-
but see, but that's what I'm saying.
Look at
though,
Blade
dude, like,
Icewood.
Look, man, that's a perfect example though, man. Like Blade, like
Killed on 7 Mile.
man, in broad daylight, and his
Broad
man's left him
daylight.
in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
to
saying?
take that hit there. You know what I mean? Like, but my thing is, what I was gonna say to you, D, is that like if you had that comparison with that from a musician standpoint, what about the doctor or the lawyer that's playing somebody dirty there? You know what I'm saying? And that karma don't come back around to hit them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it do. Sometimes it do, but it's just easier. You know, when you a rap, think about it. The doctor ain't on TV shooting videos with money, objects that we want.
True.
See what I'm saying? So you
I mean,
made
the doctor still has it.
yeah, but he
just
ain't
doesn't
showing it
show
like
He's just
that.
not
You know what I'm saying?
broadcasting it.
Right.
But
Which goes back to my point in controlling what you broadcast.
control what you broadcast.
Absolutely.
I agree with him 1,000%. Simply because, let's say for example, I was Well, matter of fact, I'll put it to you like this. I take myself for an example. Your wife, Courtney, my best friend, a long time.
Right.
She know me from high school. I'm talking about, man, shooting stuff up, all this old dumb ignorant stuff.
The works.
And now, look at, I'm a preacher. I've been preaching 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I got my kids. I got different lifestyle. But what if somebody from the past caught up with me?
Right.
And then people would be saying, oh, man, he was a good dude. He wasn't even like that. But I lived the life before I got to where I am now. See what I'm saying? So I'm doing a good turnaround now, but I still got to reap some of those things that I sowed. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you might get them somewhere in along the lines of something else in the background of your life.
But
you know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
times they don't want to see you shine. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I got it. Like, yeah,
They
at
don't
the end
want
of the day,
you
that's what it
at
is,
the top
man.
looking good with the rollie and all this old extra stuff. When I remember what you did to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
still
exactly.
bitter about it.
Right.
I'm gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing. Though, that bitterness doesn't hit you until I see you again after the fact. Though I could just see you 8 years later. How can I be bitter 8 years later when I'm still trying to survive and scrap for myself? Then
Hey,
I shouldn't
man.
even be worried about you.
Because that
Envy.
I got bigger things to worry about.
That bitterness and that envy, that person is they still in the same position, and you was able to change your circumstances.
Yeah, but that's
They
not my
still
fault
bitter.
that I couldn't change. You couldn't change your circumstance, though.
Right.
But
Given that,
but the
explain
results
that.
is what?
I can't say that because just like a certain song remind you of something that you might have did in your past. That's like if, for example, let's say me and you, let's say we ain't know each other, me and you got in the scrap.
Right.
And you massacred me in this scrap. Embarrassed me in front of everybody.
Okay.
I might forget about it. But then you get famous and I see you on TV. That's that nigga right there that pieced me up that one time. So yeah, I mean I think seeing certain people, certain things, certain smells, they bring you back to a point where you be like, you know what? I might need to get back. I need my revenge because he embarrassed me in front of everybody.
See, and I agree with you.
It's always equal death, though.
And that's where I was about to go.
It's
That's where I was
always
about to go.
equal death.
That can be a
And
completely
that's
different
why I said I
result.
kind of disagree with Black a little bit because somebody only really take your life when they fear you gonna take theirs. That's when somebody really take your life away because they fear you gonna take theirs.
A walking death threat.
Exactly.
And I
So-
give you that, a handful of people, but there's some people out here on the complete opposite spectrum that just that's what they do. They like pop somebody.
But
and it
I
really wouldn't
disagree.
bother
Don't
them.
I
necessarily
disagree with
need
you
a
though,
reason.
Mr. Controversy. Only because I know a cat in Brightmo right now for 500 knock anybody off I need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
just
but
don't-
It's
that's,
just-
that's for work though.
But
that's for work.
But listen to what I'm saying. It's people out here just
'cause.
you know what I'm saying? Just cause. Or let's say not to go back to it, but the Nipsey hustles. Someone came with a perspective and they was like, you know what? That probably a hothead just trying to get some clout. And I'm like, you know what? I don't dismiss that.
Right.
Because the world that we live in today, you don't even need a reason no more. You don't need a reason.
Just like I heard, I know this kind of off subject, but I heard somebody had socked J. Cole in the mouth or something like that, and I'm like, why? What kind of clout would you get from hitting J. Cole? It ain't like he a controversial rapper. He trying to educate people and stuff. Like, what would you get from hitting him?
But see, I'm saying
It's
you
just
gotta,
like the-
but you gotta understand though, Marco. You gotta understand that even though he's just a controversial rapper, if it's controversy I can't understand, I'm gonna get angry again then. Because guess what? You speaking something, and I want to relate to you, but my situation and my circumstance, I can't relate to you. It's like trying to teach somebody business that's always been a consumer their whole life. They're not gonna be able to understand how to do
grasp
business when they've never done business before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you,
Right.
I'm getting off subject myself. If you give somebody $2 million and they hit the lottery, you know what I'm saying? They hit the lottery for $2-3 million. It's gonna be gone within the first year or less than that because nobody has never taught them how to manage finances, how to do something with that, what they gonna do with it. You think you spend, and because you see it on the television, that's the propaganda you're gonna roll with there. Oh, I gotta go buy this Bentley. I gotta go get this house. I gotta go get this range. All the things that
Instead
I'm getting.
of investing it,
Exactly.
doing that because
You know what I'm saying?
you ain't.
Everything that I said in that equation, I'm spending. Am I getting a return on any of that? Absolutely not. I'm not getting nothing on that deal. But that's the way that they've always had that mentality to instill in there. That's why they put that on the television. That's why they put that all over social media. They need to keep that agenda going because that agenda is simple. You don't need a lot to do that. The things with Dr. Selby is hard because people don't want to read or people don't want to research then. You understand what I'm saying? So if I was to go right down and say, man, this Dr. Selby stuff, it works, and I ain't never used it before. But guess what? Because people listen to me and somebody might be like, man, yeah, B ain't never steered me wrong. I'm going to go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing the end result if it's going to work for you or not. But guess what? I threw it out there. You're not going to research behind me. You're going to take my word at face value then.
Right.
That's a gift and a curse at the same time, depending on who you're dealing with, because everybody deals different then. Some people might never have your best interest, but they could be your right-hand man. Some people you've met recently could want you to survive or want you to thrive, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, we ain't even got the same rapport as me and this guy do. But those the ones that get you, though.
I saw a quote that really, like, just stuck with me. And piggybacking off what you said, like, dudes who, like, were not really in your corner, but not really in your corner, and it was, don't confuse the length of a friendship for the strength of a friendship.
Ooh, I like that.
And, like, that simplicity of that just kind of just made me just sit down and, like, think, like, damn, somebody can be rocking with you 10 plus years, but really not have your best interest. They in your circle, but they ain't in your corner.
Yeah, big facts, though. Like, you hit it right on the nose, man. Like, and we already discussed our feelings on it, so I ain't got to speculate or talk about a conspiracy theory because we pretty much touched that in the first 20, man. Like, it was a good conversation. I can't even lie about it, man. So I'm going to move right along. You know, I said my piece on it. You know what I'm saying? Still a little hurt, but R.I.P. to Nip, though, man.
Yeah, R.I.P. Nip.
Now we going to get to something that I know is going to probably brush people the wrong way that's watching. And hell, one of y'all might have an opinion about the shit. I want to bail that. It didn't even get a good screen. Cardi B robbing and drugging people to survive before she became famous. You know what I'm saying?
I got an opinion on that.
I figured you would, man. You know, hey.
Just because I've been in a position where I've had the heat put on me and I've been on the ground and a dude, like, I'll pull up at a chick house and I'm about to go get it in and this dude was waiting, you know what I'm saying? And by that time I was working. And I happened to see the guy or whatever. Him and the girl they walked in the mall hand in hand. So I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It just so happened my man ended up letting me slide. He ain't had to let me slide, but he was like, all right, I'm going to let you slide. This chick, this, that, and the other. I ain't going to divulge their names, but
Anonymous
shout out to Anonymous for letting me slide because he could have popped me and left me laying there in the street. So as far as that Cardi B thing, I do feel because
Shout out to Anonymous, man. Look good looking, G. Whoever you are.
Right, yeah, good looking. That whole Cardi B thing, do I feel like she should be canceled? Nah, because everybody, I mean, people do things or whatever in their past. But I do feel as if it is foul to drug people and all that extra. Yeah. My thing is, I feel like I wouldn't wish death on her, but somebody should have pieced her up at least. You don't just rob me and take on. But like you said, it wasn't quote unquote a civilian that she was robbing. She was robbing street guys. So
it's the ones that she knew wouldn't report anything back to that.
I'm gonna just say the opposite of it because I just really don't. I don't see no harm in it, honestly. Because I feel like
here we go.
Of course you don't. Bro.
Like clockwork, man.
I'm just saying.
He's talking about like clockwork.
What did she do wrong different than a drug dealer? She ain't did nothing wrong. She just was trying to get her how she lived. That's the same way. Shoot, if I was out here popping Molly's and girls' drinks and I'm robbing them out their purses, I'm out here trying to get her how I live.
What if she did that to you though, Joe? I mean, you got your guap is
taking the L.
So did I get some beforehand?
I'm pretty sure
did I get some
that you knew of?
Yeah, you got. That's what you got. You ain't get that.
So I didn't.
You got.
So I ain't get no sex.
That you know of.
They said some of the people did.
The nut don't count if you don't know you
They
felt
really
it.
paid for it then.
Long as I
Yeah, they said we'll make my money work.
No,
Look,
bro.
I don't mind you drugging me. I still want it. Though.
If I wasn't the
If
way
I got some
feel
sex,
it
that's
don't count.
cool. I got some sex, that's cool.
Look,
Hey, I don't mind getting robbed if you're gonna sex me first.
Oh my god!
I don't want no parts. I done been in a situation. I remember when I was in high school.
Come on, Pastor.
Yeah.
look.
No, hey, real talk. I remember I was in high school. I had to be like 11th grade, and that's when Cartier glasses getting snatched was like real big then. So we group of guys I went to school with, we all had the wires or the woods or however. This chick never would give me no time, invite me and my man's over. Oh, me and my girl's over here. So Hey, set up chick for sure.
Look,
Man, we went over there. It wasn't no porch light, no side house light, no nothing on. We get in the crib, and I just got that feeling. I said, man, this just don't seem right. Where your cousin at? Next thing you know, 2 cars full of dudes pulling up.
Flat out.
They was coming to get them glasses. That's all
I
it was.
I would have said you was crazy for going in the house with no lights on the
You
truck.
already know, bro.
But we
I'm like, I
done
already
we
knew.
done went in the house messing with some girls with no power at all. So you know what I'm saying? I can't even knock you for that.
I thought you was gonna talk about the Brightmo story. Look, shit, man.
I'm not even gonna go there. Thank you, God, for letting me come out of that
Man,
situation.
look, ain't he good? Ain't he good? Won't he do it? I'm trying to tell you, because that wasn't a good look. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, to me, you know, like I kind of agree with what y'all
me?
pretty much said. But yeah, I agree with you. That's an odd thing to say.
Oh yeah, see that's what
I
I'm
agree
talking about.
with
You're
you,
coming
you know what I'm saying?
around.
You know, because it's like, man, like you know what you into, you know where you at, and you know what's going on, man. Like if I'm in the strip club, yeah, I might be in there to enjoy the food. The civilians
It's
are in
the
there.
same thing,
The
ain't it?
civilians are in there to enjoy the food.
You just
The
ain't
other
getting
people are in there to trick. I'm
But
not
I'm just
tricking.
saying, you're not getting drugged though. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not getting drugged.
Hey, look.
But I'm getting robbed.
Not to
These
stay on
$20
this-
dances for one song is ridiculous.
Well, at least
Not,
you get
not
something
to
tangible
stay,
out of the
not
deal.
to stay
though.
on this
You know.
subject for too long, but I'm just saying, I'll never forget on the news when they was talking about that Uber driver. He had picked up a young lady, you know what I'm saying? She had domed him up, and then 2 guys came and robbed him. I ain't gonna be mad. I got some head. Can you really be mad? You got some head.
Yeah, it's not like you
You
really
just lost your little pocket
But
change.
you don't even carry money when you're an Uber driver. It's transactions through cards or whatever.
Whatever he had is gone. It's
Yeah,
okay. At least I
nah.
got some head.
Yeah, you got
Damn,
dome out the deal.
50% of me gonna be still mad.
I didn't die, but I got some head.
But that other 50% that got the head gonna be
Yeah, that's
straight.
how you gotta be.
Right.
Hey,
Respect.
hey, they robbed me, but I still got the head.
Yeah.
Look, Courtney was saying, "Tell them black." You know what I'm saying with the laughing face emojis, man. Look, you know what I'm saying.
She know the stories. Hey, and she know they not made up, man. Like
Ain't nothing
know how many-
fabricated. It's all
know how
real.
many,
Look.
know how many nights she didn't stayed up calling me
I can imagine.
because that was back then. That's when the screenshot had just really started popping off. You had to hit about 4 buttons just screenshot that mug. But I used to send her the addresses of the different, you know, chicks address that because I couldn't tell nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Had a girlfriend at the time.
Like you gotta go to your
Hey,
go-to.
I'm
man.
going
Look.
here. If I don't call you in 30 minutes, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it used to
No,
go
we done
down,
pulled them
man.
capers. I big respect on pulling capers like that. I done
Yeah,
did
but
my thing.
But that's because we did that because we knew we was hitting it. There wasn't no time to cuddle up. It's different situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be on
We
point,
smashing
man.
and dipping.
I didn't have
Yo,
no
dog,
time.
when in 5 minutes,
Just
call
mad
me.
me to-
Call me, dog.
Look,
Call me
hit
and
me
say
up
something emergency.
immediately. Look, man.
We smashed and dashed a different type of way.
Look,
Right.
man.
I'm never calling you after I'm done. Never.
We had one story. We gonna make a long story light. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it felt like the song. What was that? Why with Jada Kiss and Anthony Hamilton? Man, they was sidewalk to sidewalk, 50 players deep, like drunken mass coming through with an ill crew in Brightmo. Look, I said Jesus
On a dead end
on a
street.
dead end street. How ironic is that? Look, on a dead end street, dude. Look, you know what I'm saying? And this how I'm gonna go out. I ain't even got a chance to live yet. That ain't karma right there, Black. That ain't karma. I wasn't doing nothing, man.
They was 50 players deep for
It
real.
definitely was 50. It was 50 against 4.
Hey, man, you don't go to Brightmo for nothing.
we know not. you know, you gotta learn something.
You don't even go to the post office at Brightmo, man. If you need a
Hell no.
stamp, you go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the chicks that saved us that day, though. Them chicks started screaming and pulled us
Dog.
back in the crib.
Oh, so
came
this
through
was
so
a
clutch.
situation with all of y'all.
Yeah, we was deep. I mean, they was like fit.
No, they was deep. Look, they was deep.
They was deep.
So y'all was a handful, and they was like the congregation.
Oh yeah, look, you said we got.
I mean, we got like super fresh and went to they was having a party, so we went to the party. We outshine. I mean, we taking all they girls the whole nine. So 2 guys like, man, let's go. You know, I'm like, where them niggas going? They went and got
whole
deep,
hood.
50, 60 deep.
Oh,
We walking outside. Brandon, they walk up the street. All I see is dudes just coming out of nowhere. I'm like, man, where my brother and them at? They following my brother and them up the street. I'm like, we run up the street. I'm like, man, we finna get our ass whooped. They 60 deep, but I gotta have my brother back. I was like, if I gotta get stumped out, I gotta get stumped out.
We gonna get stuck together.
I was like, I gotta stand. I can't tell my daddy my brother got smashed. Like, I gotta stand in front of my brother and just take the beat.
You can't stand in front of me with 50 people. Look, we can all get beat out. Look, this wasn't
out the
no.
way.
Shout out to the ladies that helped us out that day, man. We appreciate you.
I'm staring at shoes. I'm like, oh, this nigga got on Timberland boots.
Oh, that's a different hickey.
Look, yeah. Look, I'm going to look like Martin when he got knocked out by Tommy Hearns, man. It's going to be like, bro, what is this about, man? Hey. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, moving right along, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying, on going against that NAACP's wishes to speak on Jussie Smollett. You know, as y'all know, Jussie got, you know what I'm saying, the charges dropped against him for him staging his own ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? You know, look.
He was supposed to go against the grain and talk about him.
He's a comedian.
Exactly.
I feel like because you sealed that up and you everybody got the right to say whatever they want now. Because now you can't speak back. It's sealed up. You ain't supposed to say nothing about it. So now every comedian, everybody should have the right to joke. You shouldn't have lied about it. My thing is, I'm pretty sure you wasn't no Subway open at 3, 4 in the morning like that. I don't know no Subway that's open that late.
Unless you in Vegas.
That's what I was.
Shout out to
Or on
Vegas.
7 Mile in the Lodge. That one used to be up at 24 hours.
No, but my thing is, even with that,
That's why you always in trouble. You in them eye
See what I'm
spots.
saying?
Look,
24 hours.
Look, you always
man,
break
hey,
curfew.
Look, I'm trying to tell you,
easy.
man. Look, only space I'm safe at is the casino, man. Look, they got security until you get to the parking lot.
I would say so, man. But
But
I don't
Motor
want
City
nobody to get
specifically.
mad.
like I said, my thing is, I'm pretty sure this is what happened. He was up in one of them gay clubs. And he had his nose all turned up to people. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably smacked fire out of him. 'Cause that's what I'm saying happened. And then I feel like now you got to you famous now. You can't go back home with a black guy talking about, man, somebody smacked fire at me because I ain't want to mess with him at the club. I'm pretty sure. So everything that happened with him, I ain't gonna say he deserved it, but man, I feel like he lied, so he deserved all the jokes. Everybody should be able to say whatever they
He
want.
still got
1,000%.
He still got off because he
My
was gay.
sins.
See, but I don't even.
He
I don't
got
even-
off because he was gay.
I ain't gonna say he got off because he was
That
gay.
is-
He
I
got,
would
he
say
got off
that.
because he was famous. That's
Nah,
why he got
nah.
off.
He got off
How
'cause
many
he was
famous
gay.
people went to jail? Recently.
I mean, but shit, how many famous people stage their own ass whooping though too?
No, but I'm saying in the sense he say, I think he got off because he gay. See,
did.
one thing about it, hey, the gays ain't took no L's.
No,
You know why?
How many
You wanna know
gays
why?
you know took L's?
You want
like
to know
that?
why they don't?
Because they the ones got the media,
They
the
stick
money,
together.
the power.
They stick together.
Hey, you
They
when
don't
the
play
first,
that.
when
Let
the
your little
first
flaming butt get slapped
Look.
in the face. They all
First-
what? You didn't touch my bitch.
first situation,
They don't play that, man. They don't play that.
hey, when the situation happened, who was the first
Oh,
person to
man.
speak out about it on social media? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry posted it. Oh,
He's a fag.
He's like,
Medea
oh
came
no,
in.
he
He's a pillow
didn't
biter.
fake, he didn't fake it.
Oh man,
Come on, man.
Hey, when Tyler Perry come out and then Oprah came behind that, I said, oh, he didn't do it.
But I also feel like
Because she
they-
said it and he said it, he didn't do it.
But
They gonna make
the
sure.
family also
Two
had
dookie
fans.
chasers.
They also had the family also had friends up high in politics. So you know, my thing is what average person has friends that high in politics? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm pretty. What's the lady that used to be? I forgot what she was.
It don't matter if you a dookie chaser, you good. You got millions of people standing
Hey, man.
behind you. I'm sorry, Pastor.
No,
Forgive
no,
me.
no.
Oh, because you said amen.
That ain't got
man,
nothing
wait
to
a
do
minute.
with.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
look,
bro.
that ain't
I'm
got
just
nothing to do with me. I'm on the other side.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you, man. If you a dookie chaser, you
Nah.
good. No offense to my friends that's on the other side.
Hey,
I appreciate. Hey, that was a good cleanup. Look.
LGBT
I see you. I see
community.
you.
Because I love them, man.
I'm trying to know that, y'all.
I ain't got
Look.
no offense, but if you a dookie
Hey,
chaser and you
it-
famous,
it-
you protected.
It's the LGBT community. You know, I'm not.
They added letters. You left out some letters.
I ain't putting that
Don't-
P
don't-
in
don't
it. I'm not
disrespect
putting the
them.
P in there.
Don't
Because
disrespect them, man.
I ain't cool with the P.
We trying to
you,
keep-
you know, with
What
the,
is the P?
I
the
am
pedophile.
cool.
Oh.
You know,
That P,
pedophilia.
okay.
That's in there?
Yeah, they try. Yeah, they try to add that.
I didn't know
that.
Yeah, they trying to make that okay for
Yeah,
you know
I
you
saw
to
that. I saw
yeah.
that.
Hey, be woke. Hey, you got to wake up on that
Know
one
what the-
because you mess around
Right,
and have
gotta
a
know
young
what the
niece or
abbreviations is
nephew,
for.
and it'll be legal. that they mess with a kid. You
That's
know,
why. That's why I was in the school.
they trying to add all kind of letters.
They
in
trying to
there,
make that
man.
legal to like teach in schools about gay stuff, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying
What you
that's
mean
gonna be
legal?
that's,
They do teach it in
I'm
school.
saying they teach about it, but they're trying
Better have you
to
a girl. Don't have
further
my son.
it.
Your son come home a dookie.
they
chaser.
trying to further it.
Help him, Lord, please. Please.
Man, what is
Please,
wrong,
Jesus,
man?
help.
What a
Please.
dookie chaser
I know what it
is.
is, but I'm just saying, what is wrong? Look,
DT diving for fudge.
What's the next topic?
Yeah.
Let's get to this next
This one
topic.
got
Hey,
real.
look, yeah,
this went south quick,
Hey,
man.
I had nothing to
Please.
do with that. Continue to play your ties and do the things you've been doing.
In the name of Jesus, look, hallelujah.
He said stop it. With
Hey, they the
He is
biggest
able.
tithers. Like,
stop it
no.
with the dookie chase. Tell the dookie chasers to stop it.
Hey, you better be glad this podcast is not in Atlanta.
Look, man,
Or they'll be outside
we
the
might get
building.
jumped out in the parking lot.
What you
Man.
talking about? Jumped in the parking lot because they coming in.
Oh, it's a mutiny right here. In the,
They
but
coming
look, I
in.
still got minutes left. Let me finish. Like, nah,
Gonna be more than a fight if they coming in.
bruh.
Niggas,
Come
they try
on.
to-
Oh,
Look, man. Look,
No,
anyway.
go ahead.
Brandon, go ahead, man.
You know, say everybody.
Hey,
look,
my man's got on pink shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't no dookie
word
chaser.
Hey,
to
they coming
word
for
to
you,
Killer
though.
Cam, man. That's that guy right there. You want to wear them loud colors? Come here.
What's your story?
I'm controlled by the cooch.
Hey, they got them now.
So you gotta
Change it
protect
for
the
you,
gooch.
change it for
Before I be going for the cooch. I got
He
you,
said
bro.
controlled by the cooch. They got them now, man.
Look, how you gonna say we going away, Black, and you gonna keep on going? You gonna keep pushing the agenda, man? Look, let me move on, man. Look.
Please.
You know, so everybody in agreement about the way they dropped the charges. So you got it. That's your thing. You sticking to that then, and we all on.
The sad,
Courtney getting on my head on the comments. I have no comments, sir.
All right.
the sad part is the next person we finna talk about, we really not moving on.
Yeah, we just segueing. We're segueing. I learned that word the other day. Segue.
Yeah, I'll talk about her too.
We're gonna segue on to Wendy.
I want to talk about her too.
and her
Yeah, him.
alcohol
Him.
and or
Shim.
drug addiction, you know. And like I felt like, you know, saying for her to sit there and always be on a high horse, especially when if you've ever watched her show once or twice or whatever. I don't watch it.
I watch it at work. What?
How you?
That's what they do.
Yeah, they do that before she come out. Yeah, man.
The guys be,
Wait, hold on,
they
hold
be
on.
looking like
Hold on.
dookie chasers in the crowd.
You go keep pumping.
No,
All right, let me stop.
I speak about
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Joe, you live, bro.
We are live. He don't care. Look, he don't care.
I do feel I feel bad for her as far as her husband cheating on her, having a baby with his mistress. So I can understand you.
What you feel bad for? She ugly.
I'm just saying, you can kind of understand. I can understand her going to get a drink and going back because this is the person you spoke that you know actually got married to. Y'all done said vows and he done cheated and went and had a baby with somebody else. So
Maybe he cheated
I do.
because he don't know what she got.
She got a baby with. She done had kids with him
Do
too.
she got a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
go.
got a
He got a
kid.
son.
Do she?
It's a
Yeah.
conspiracy theory.
Do she?
Look, you think because a
All right,
woman
Joe,
wears size
allegedly.
14 and Tim's that she can't have a kid?
Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, where's some pregnant pictures at?
I'm just saying, like she got a baby, bro.
Yeah, she got a baby.
She may not be
She don't look-
attractive, but
yeah.
it's a lot of women out here that's
She got
not
the body.
attractive
She look like E.T.
that
Oh,
get like
shit.
decent
I
men.
mean,
Look, Dime said she a crackhead. Judgment is voice. And Courtney said Wendy deserves all she's getting.
Yeah, she does.
I'm just saying, if somebody cheat on you and have a baby with somebody else, you might go get a drink.
But that's
A
a
person
person
like that,
But no, that's
bro.
a form of karma, though. We talk about
Exactly.
karma. We speaking
She
about
she
that.
got
It's coming
all
back
she
to
got
get you.
coming to her, bro.
So
Her
she cheated
career
on her
is
husband?
dogging people.
No, her husband cheated on her, right? Then her husband
Yeah, her
cheated on
husband cheated on her with his mistress, and he just had a baby last week.
But she not a mistress though.
Congrats. to
She
her.
not a mistress because she actually has a name and face now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you
What-
can't even.
So what does side piece look like?
She tight.
She's
I
like,
was about to say,
and
baby,
the
her
funny
more than likely
thing
good.
mad
is,
at him.
the funny thing is, Charlamagne is the one that introduced her to him.
Wow.
Ouch. How about that for
Shout out to
What's
Charlotte.
up? Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
Charlotte.
he was
man.
talking about it like, yeah,
That's
I introduced him
that's
to
my
him,
role
but
model.
he said I introduced him to him, but I didn't force him to have an affair with her. Which that's 100% right.
And that's true. I think
He gave her a donkey of the
Just
day.
because
I
I,
think at
introduced you
this
to her
point-
didn't mean you had to have a baby by her.
definitely Wendy Williams shot don't get her that.
Yeah, she does.
Because
I'm giving
she
her.
still. This ain't his first time he cheated though. It's not the first time, and this is not the first woman either that it's been out. So.
It's been his mistress for a while though. He didn't cheat it off and on with her for a while. So
She part of the family. Ain't
Just
no
been
such
stepping
thing
out
as
on old
mistress.
Wendell.
But see, she can't really
Call her
leave him.
Wendell.
I'm saying when you look at it, she can't really leave him because he's never really
She a
worked or
man.
provided. So
she
he'll
got
get
all the money.
spousal.
Yeah,
Oh,
she got
so-
all the
so
bread.
You see what I'm saying?
He gonna
Spousal
So
support.
Look,
it's
what you
cheaper to keep him.
Look, what you saying is like
So that's another,
and he gonna end up Hinduing her ass. I was like Hindu.
I was about to say that's another Mary J. Blige situation.
Man, look,
Yeah, but he
Cheaper to
locked
keep him.
out the game. He can't even come. He can't even work with nobody in the game no more.
You don't need to work.
if I'm getting 30,000 a month, I ain't
What
gotta
you
work.
need to work?
I mean, they settled out. He settled out of court. I mean, she settled out of court with him. It ain't 30,000 no more. She paid a lump sum and that's it. So
No, that's
once-
all right.
Yeah,
once
if you pay me
but
10
if that's
million,
ever gone, he ain't ever gonna be able to get back in the industry.
But you got to think he probably already had a nest egg besides that
Yeah,
already.
man, I'm
did.
pretty sure.
You know
I'm
what
just
saying?
saying.
The same thing with Anita Baker's husband, man. Look, he was like, yeah, you wrote all them
Same
songs
thing
about
with
me.
Mary J. Blige's
Look,
husband. Shout out to these husbands getting this spousal support. That's what I'm talking about. The real homies.
Bruh, that's what you got. That's how you gonna go.
That's
And I
that's
knew
what you got from the
I was
conversation.
waiting on it, man.
I got a wife, no comment.
Yeah.
I
I
got
love
one.
my wife, no
I got
comment.
one too.
Look.
I got one too. I love her, but shoot, I get that spousal support too if I can. You want to leave me?
Run them pockets.
Yeah.
Nah,
You leave me, you gonna remember me every month when I get that check.
You know what? Now that you said, I don't even want to do this, but I actually agree with you. Like if my wife
there you
could
go.
pay me spousal support, I would gladly
run that
accept
check.
it.
Black agreed.
I don't want a check. I don't want no check. Direct
Agreed.
deposit.
I want
That's
whatever
breaking
form of
news.
payment
Yeah,
you get.
yeah.
Just
I need that when I wake up.
I heard that.
I'm starting a revolution up here, man.
Whoop whoop.
How we go back to that, bro?
This might be a movement, though. This might real be a movement. Like spousal support for me is in 2019. All 2019.
T-shirts
You
out
said
here.
no, brother.
No. I just thought about it.
Exclamation
In
points.
order to get spousal support, you got a divorce, right?
She got a divorce.
She got to divorce
She
you.
got to divorce you.
Yeah. And she got to make more money than you. My wife make more money than me.
So your
Go
divorce
ahead.
is ended. You already
Why does it sound like a Lifetime movie?
Let
up
her
here?
go ahead.
Right.
I'm just saying. Go ahead and walk out on me.
Ooh, Chile.
Go ahead and walk out on me.
Right, my spouse support out the window. I make a little more money now, so my spouse support is gone.
I
Be
just got-
running that
I
guap.
got sad real quick.
Look,
Like, oh, this not
It
how
went
this
down.
work.
I'm sticking to mine. She know what time it is.
They about to
Like,
go and take a
look,
pay cut tomorrow.
Look, I can't. Look, we gonna keep
Come
this
home
thing
tomorrow,
on track.
honey. I quit. I
Hey,
quit
court
yesterday.
ain't gonna give you spousal support anyway. bro.
No, I might not be here to talk
I
about
think
it.
she'll
Look,
kill you first.
that's what I'm saying, man. Look, I need y'all to know, everybody in this room. This is recorded, by the way. If
said
anything
milk
ever
that
happened
cash
to me,
cow.
revert back to this show.
Yeah.
Know that she
revert
did
back
it,
Was
to
it
man.
this show.
episode
Know
what?
that
Ain't
she
no
murdered me,
conspiracies.
man.
Don't worry, Corey. I destroyed the tape.
Cash cow.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't want no smoke in real life, girl. Don't poison my food. Look, I just want to live, man.
You gonna get some antifreeze biscuits in a minute.
Look,
Get that nigga
right.
special.
Antifreeze B shift wife.
Why these taste so different? I put a little extra difference in those. Oh, really? Look,
You know, A1
rat
sauce might taste funny as hell. though.
Hey, she said I'll be a widow first.
look, okay, at least we on the same page, because girl, you can disappear too. Look, look, I don't
Like, B,
mean
you
that.
got the shovels? I ain't want to
Look.
get my Timbs dirty, but
So-
yeah, I got the shovels, dog.
So look, nah, we done managed to barrel through everything on my paper, which is good because I know that y'all got a couple of things y'all want to talk about from this previous episode. And I'm not, like I said, we're gonna keep it real light because regardless of if everybody's tuned into the episodes that y'all have seen, what was said, I know it was a lot of people that felt some type of way that came and messaged me personally that they wanted to get their statement out. I'm not here to throw mud. I'm not here to be negative. I'm here to pay homage when homage is due. As I said at the beginning, they did a great job. You know what I'm saying? Like, as men, respectable men at this platform right now, I respect each and every one of y'all. I'm pretty sure that y'all spouses respect y'all. I'm pretty sure the side chicks respect male. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like,
Side chick Slayer.
you know, they better. You know what I'm
They
saying? So,
I congratulated Courtney. I texted her.
Yeah,
I
she
tried to
told me.
call her.
She
She
told me.
didn't answer my phone call.
uh-oh.
So you know how that is. She do not disturb me, but it's all good. But I still shot her a text and I told her great show. I meant it. I ain't got nothing bad
Nah,
to
for
say.
real. Shout out to Courtney.
She know me.
Yeah, I gave the ladies love.
I'm
too,
Jay
and I was
Smooth.
commenting.
And
They
see,
got-
He love a man.
It's a
Jay
huge
Smooth,
compliment
he
to
love a
Courtney
man.
because
She can't deny me. My stories is imprinted in the books forever.
Look, all the way. He said I had to revise it, rewrite it, and read it again just
You
to
know what
make
I'm
sure I
saying?
knew. Man.
We made the book of law. She know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like technically, you know what I'm saying? Like I told her, I said you was giving out, you know what I'm saying, free game to anybody that wasn't aware of certain stuff then because it's like amongst like I deal with, like I said, some stand up guys and it's like, man, it's men out here that real life needed that shot in the arm or whatever, man, because a lot of them just, you know, like they feel good about being just simple, just
mediocre.
Yeah, you're not even you're not even trying to exceed your expectations.
Basic.
You're not even trying to do none of that. You like, I'm content right here. Oh, baby, you go ahead to work. I'm gonna wave you out. I'm gonna go ahead and hold the door for you. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here playing a couple games. You know what I'm saying? I'm smoking some weed. That's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Look, when you come back home, it's gonna look the same way, waiting on you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's
Been
like
sitting here all day.
I may
for you.
just change the couch cushions, but that's it. Right, just POSs.
But you know that
well, you can get these bitches.
I actually watched it. I watched it on Tuesday because it was 2 hours long. So of course I was at work, and I watched it the next day. They did a really good job. But everything that was on the show, you know, you can look at it in reverse as well. You know, it was I kind of that one.
Look, she ready. Look,
Yeah, that's why I'm being wise with my word.
there you go. Look.
But
It's funny. It's very sad because I know exactly what you about to say.
yeah, but that one part when she was, you know, talking about the sitting on the
Yeah.
couch, and I was like, you know how many women is just sitting there
Chilling.
looking good with the
Chilling.
bundles and their hair done and their
bundles,
nails
look.
done,
Bundle and
and
bonnet.
ain't paid for none of that.
Yeah, it's a bonbon.
It ain't doing nothing but
And
looking
the
the exact
popcorn.
same way
Juju
when
bees.
we
Juju
get home
bees.
from work.
Juju
But you know, it was a good show. I'm not gonna rain on their parade.
It
I
was a good show. They gave they perspective of
Yeah, they're
stuff that they deal with, and you can't knock
It was
that.
deserved.
a lot of
It
it.
was
A lot of it was false because you know
But you know,
Courtney wouldn't even deal with nobody like that. But
Courtney
you
was
know.
cool. Positive Tony though, you know, she had
Positive
them,
Tony.
unbreak my heart ass stories.
Hey, you know what I call it? I just heard it on a. They said it's a something broken, but that individual I said was broken. I said, oh man, these stories. It's a broken person.
Keisha is broken.
Like Humpty Dumpty, that's what it was. You know, Humpty Dumpty. If
She
you
fell off the
remember
wall.
you remember the story when he fell. They had all the king's men and the horse had to put him back. But some pieces didn't get put back together from the story. Them stories, there's some missing pieces.
I found out that women just want to get a nut. I mean, that's what they was talking about. Like, I ain't gonna say who said it, but she said she ain't looking
Damn near
for.
all of them said it in
She
that
ain't
one way
looking
or
for no
another.
relationship. She just
She would have been my
just want her
perfect kind
nut.
of lady
She's like,
back
I just
in the
want my
day.
nut. Right.
I know what you're talking about. I
yeah.
know who said that.
She would have been my perfect kind of lady back in the day, and she got
Shout out to the ladies that just want nuts.
she a little thick on too.
Look, but see, and like that's the thing though. Be like, even though we make a joke about it, dog, like you got to think about it. Like that, we're to that point now. We're at that crossroad now. Where it's like,
But we was at
I've
back
done
there
some-
when we were young, though. You know what I'm saying? The difference is we played, like, all the stuff they was talking about. We maneuvered and played all them games when we was young, super young.
Because
So
women,
now,
when they sexual prime is in reverse.
yeah. So
When they
we
get to 40 and up, that's when
yeah, because they was talking about, like,
I think it's like
I just want to do it again.
Yeah,
Me
it's
the
like-
honestly,
it's like 30,
yeah, it's like
like
30.
She was like, they was like, I want the all-nighter.
No.
I'm
Ours
about
is
35.
young.
I'm giving you 20, 30
Ain't no all
minutes.
nighter coming
They
out
say
east side.
statistically, they say we in our prime at 25
Yeah, you get about,
to 30.
you getting that 20,
They say
30
us
minute
25?
love.
They
I
said from
I
25 to
ain't
30,
even
we
putting
in our
no
prime, and
minutes
that's
on
it.
it.
I thought we was at our
I
prime
ain't
at
put
like
no minutes
12.
on it.
yeah, but no, minutes on it.
One round.
Say the prepaid phone. Look,
Hey, one round and
One
all,
round
it's night
bout.
night.
Word to Bernie Mac. Get yours, y'all
me,
get mine.
Yes.
If you don't get yours when I get mine, you fresh out of fucking
That's what
luck
I'm
with me.
talking about.
I don't
That's what
see
I'm
that.
talking
That
about.
comes
Yeah,
from a
ready,
single
ready.
man. You single, right? Well,
I'm
are you married?
Hell no.
Okay, see, I can
Yeah,
see
don't
that
say that,
perspective.
man.
When you marry, it's different. You can't just
At least not right
you
now.
just
My bad.
can't
Shout
think
out to
about yourself. You got to make sure the wife is straight too.
Oh,
You
no,
know?
of course.
Yeah, but
In fact, when you going into that, the
man.
wife
Happy
got to be
spouse, happy
straight
house.
for
That's
you.
a nice thing to say.
Happy spouse,
No,
happy
you
house.
got to.
Look, it's
Nah,
Because you
I
got to think
agree
about it.
100%.
What you ain't doing, somebody else gonna do.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And, you,
I'm
and
going
she
to
got a
bed.
whole
Exactly.
ring, so you got to take care of the wife first.
If somebody,
Exactly.
if
When you
somebody,
first
if
meet
somebody
me,
else
happy
digging
house.
her out, just don't let me
I feel
find
like
out.
when you first meet the
Look.
person you with, y'all tend to you know what I'm saying, y'all have sex an hour or two. Y'all do 3 or 4 different positions. But after y'all done been together and you been married, man, we can just do this.
What
We
type
can-
of
we-
Kama
hold on,
Sutra
hold
book
on.
you been reading?
Hold on. First of all, look, just ask me. I'm talking to you.
All right.
Who had sex for an hour or two?
That's what I'm trying to say
I'm
because
saying when you
if
when
I'm
was-
in you for
when I was
more than
young-
45 minutes, you.
when I was younger
Never
in my
mind.
prime or whatever,
Man,
yeah,
you was showing off.
This that strawberry chocolate bee that's coming out. The strawberry,
He out there
strawberry
like-
chocolate syrup.
Like, look, this the velvet.
That's
out.
sweat
after dark.
Yeah.
He said an hour or two. Like, dude.
As you get
said
older
an
or
hour
whatever,
too.
you can stick to one position. Like, baby, we can do doggy style. I'm gonna hit it from the back.
He related to
20
Mr.
minutes.
Marcus, I'm sure.
After about 20 minutes, to hit it
Two
from the back.
positions. Two positions.
Yeah, you either
That's
because
all
now-
you're getting out of
yeah,
round
'cause
one.
now you
Then
know
it's
what I'm
night
saying?
night.
Especially
And
you
if
get
you ain't
out-
sleepy, you better get sleepy because I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, 'cause my body don't work like it used to, so now
That's why you gotta have foreplay in there.
Me
man.
being
You know
on
what I'm
top
saying?
or whatever, that's too much. That's
What
too
happened
much
to the
damage on my
sandwich break?
spine.
Don't nobody.
so-
You what happened to the sandwich break? You know what I'm saying? You eat the sandwich,
No
you get
damn
the
sandwich
break.
break.
Oh,
said, look-
no sandwich break.
I get a sandwich break. I definitely ain't gonna be no round 2. I'm going to sleep for
Hey.
sure after that.
I'm telling you, you get 2 positions. Round 1, when I'm done,
Hey,
crack
but you
that
can tell we
window and let's
older.
cuddle.
You can tell we older because
we
when
don't
we
even
were
get-
younger, we were trying to impress.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
you got the
Sex-
music playing.
Sex wasn't even about the real pleasure. You just was trying to impress. You know what I'm saying? You sweating like a bug.
no technique.
Hey, now you like
Just try to
take
pound
me
it out.
as I am.
Yeah, like,
I had technique.
embrace this. This is
Nothing
what you
at
got.
all.
One thing,
Man, I had technique when I was younger, boy. I was trying to show him I had them strokes, boy.
Yeah, but-
them angry pumps.
yeah, because when
Ooh,
you young,
10,000
you
angry
still got
pumps.
bravado.
Yeah, that was my shit. You know
But
what
like
I'm saying?
now, you try that 10,000 pumps, you gonna catch a cramp in the leg. Your back gonna hurt. Work ain't gonna be work that next day. You gonna
Listen.
be sitting on the bench.
The ladies was real last week. I'm being real this week. When I come, it takes every bit of energy out me. Open the window. We about to cuddle. Don't wipe me off. We just gonna be
Laying there in the
nutted
back.
and nasty going to sleep.
So you ain't gonna get up and get your woman a
Hell
hot
no! I'm just gonna wake up
Hey.
with the nut stains on me.
Just go bask in all of it. Just dry it
Hey, you take a shower in the morning.
towel.
Hey,
Every
look,
time
you
I
know,
have sex,
you
the
know
sheets
what's
gotta get
crazy
warm.
though? I read an
Shower,
article. I read an article about a year ago, and it was talking about like the best sex. They said the best sex is between like 11 and 18 minutes. So from the time of 11 and 18 minutes, that's the best sex. Like, because after that, man, if you still humping that long, something wrong with her vagina. It's broken.
That's what I said.
Hey man,
Right, you should give
What's wrong
yourself
with this thing?
Give yourself a pat on the back. You still got walls intact.
pornos is the worst thing in life.
Because they be having
It's so
people-
It's terrible,
misleading.
man. It's very
So
misleading.
misleading.
And you gotta understand the thing with pornos is they record those scenes in sets. So
Yeah, I
like,
know.
I got the first
they
like
take
I
shit,
spent
they
8-9
can go that
minutes
long.
sitting
And they
there
take
doing.
Viagra
They
in
take
the movie,
Viagra.
so
They
they be
take
sitting
Nah.
there. You can
No,
sit
they
there.
got fluffers.
But they do them sorry
Right,
dancers.
don't think
They do
you
them
They got
sorry
Snapchat
fluffers,
dancers.
man. Why you
gotta
laughing?
sit
That's a
here.
real job.
I gotta
I
sit
know,
here and
bro.
tweet.
I don't want no
twerk.
fluffer for real.
Look,
If I'd have hit it, I'd have
that's
nut. Girl,
out.
no, quit trying to jack me. Leave me alone.
It's dialogue and then it's dancing and then it's some head and then you get like 10 minutes of sex and that's it.
I don't know,
man.
'cause
Look, I'm trying
After
to tell you.
after I bust my nut, I'll get antisocial. I don't want to really be close. He be
Bro,
like,
I'm the same way.
it's hot. You be like, it's hot.
Leave me alone.
That's
You
why I
be on
said you
your
gotta
side.
open that window. You
Like,
gotta lay
after I
on your
nut,
side,
you become
man.
very
Yeah, let that stank out. Look,
Get away from me.
Now we
Get
can
away
hold,
from me, bro.
we can hold each other. I might get up and get a bowl of cereal or something.
He
Something.
said, hold each other.
Like, a bowl of cereal, you can't even get the sandwich, man. Hey.
It's Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, man.
Crispy
All day
That's like a
cereal.
consolation snack, man. Like, yeah, you
Most-
did good today. Go to
Most
the
women
stack.
ain't getting up cooking after sex.
The baby ain't gonna eat that. You get it.
They ain't supposed to.
He is all right with me.
She
You
can
ain't
said
supposed
Rice
to. She ain't supposed to be
Krispie
getting that at
She
all.
can cook all
Do you
she
know how
want.
do you know how good Rice Krispie treats are like after sex?
Dog.
Like Rice Krispie treats, even though like The
I
worst
just want
part
something
though
to
is
drink.
like after you eat a Rice Krispie treat after sex, you didn't realize that you didn't wash your hand, and you go to lick that marshmallow off.
That's all vagina. That's all vagina.
This ain't right.
I don't know nothing about that, man.
This ain't right.
Man, that marshmallow is quite
got it.
nasty.
Passover got a pass, don't
Hey, yeah, man.
Look, he over here like, look, I'm just telling y'all, Jesus is the way. Look at that.
The truth and the life, man. I'm married though, so you know.
I don't
So
pull
you
out.
can do that.
We don't pull out, man. I don't get that on me.
Man, you
except
married.
my
You ain't
stuff.
supposed to.
I ain't been pulling out for years.
I ain't talking about your juices though.
Like,
Shit, that's all right. I eat some coochie juice.
bruh, what is wrong
It's
with
just
you?
coochie
Y'all
juice.
go down the same. It's like
Look,
swallow.
man.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
Look, we got
Everybody
5
done
minutes,
swallowed
man.
spit
Look,
before.
y'all ain't about to hit me with no randomized stories, and I'm gonna be looking at Rice Krispie treats different, man. So, you know what I'm saying? If
Fruit roll-ups.
Oh, man. You said that? Hey,
Praise Jesus. Praise him.
this is my type of pastor.
Nick
Praise
said,
him.
"Give me the woman that love taking naps in the afternoon." Man, what's wrong?
Man, I feel Nick.
You said, look, he said, because sleep is more important than sex at this point in his life.
There you
No,
go.
for real.
There you
Real
go.
shit.
And Courtney said she making some Rice Krispie treats. Wait a minute. What?
Right now.
I'm not saying that comment.
Right.
started
I'm keep
reading
this
it
to myself,
before
baby.
he
I'm gonna keep
realized
this
Tell
to
me
myself.
later. You send me a text message. Look, you like that.
He gonna send you a picture of a Rice Krispie treat.
Rice Krispie treats. Like, hey,
You know
Hey,
what's going on.
hey
Oh,
man,
make
whatever
sure-
you do,
Make
just
sure you
don't
put
post
some
no Rice
coochie
Krispies.
juice on
I'm
it.
not, man. Look, because I'm scarred for life
Put some
already.
coochie juice on it.
Some coochie juice.
I'd
on
be
it.
like, hold on, girl.
No, but
So what are you
it's
gonna take the Rice
the
Krispie treat
sticky
like go
part.
up to?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
just saying, it's already
it's
on your
weird about it,
hand.
dude.
It's that cream
Hey.
on the edges. It's like,
Hey, man,
Soggy.
we got a 5 minutes. Hey, I know you're going to get mad because I say this.
oh my God. Don't do it, man.
Hey,
Go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead, because I
Hey,
know what you want to say.
hey, Courtney, you know what I'm about to say. Hey, I'm telling you, don't be insecure about your body, man. Let your girl lick your tank, man. I'm telling you.
Who?
Your
Hold on.
tank, man.
He
That's-
said- You can hold that,
Hold
baby.
on.
You can
between
hold
your
that.
balls and your
I-
a-hole, man. I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
want no parts of that.
Yeah, you can hold that. You can hold
I
that by
pass.
yourself, baby.
Hey, the
passed.
first
You
time
know
I
what?
had
I
it
just visualize it.
Man,
Don't even look
man.
right.
I pass on the next 4 minutes. You
Man.
know what I'm saying?
the first
It's a
time I had
problem.
it done to
It's
me.
a problem with that, though, bro.
Like, no,
It's a problem with
there's
that.
a problem with that. The first time I had
like,
it done to me,
it's a
I'm
problem.
telling you, though, I felt like a girl getting my coochie ate. Like, I was like, oh.
That's why they call it a gooch. They just put the G
I'm
on
just-
it, but it's really a
Yeah.
gooch.
Yeah. See,
I don't want no parts.
About it.
My
Yeah.
brother, my
I
brother.
don't want no
The
parts.
pastor, a freak.
Well, the pastor been around the block.
This the problem with it, though,
Hey.
bro.
5 minutes, bro.
It's only two ways to get to that part of your body. You either got to be on all fours,
You lay on your back.
or you
What
got
you
to
mean?
get back with your
I knew
legs
you
in
You
was
ain't
there.
gotta
bro.
have your legs up. You doing
Guard.
So what you gonna do? Put
Nah,
your, you just
nah,
put your
I'm
knees
acting
up?
unusual. Hey,
I'm just saying, brother.
Hey,
That shit feel
at
good.
this moment, everybody just stretch your hands towards him. Heavenly Father. Because he need prayer, man. This is not
that
right.
feels good.
No.
I don't know.
That's not
I
supposed to
can't-
feel good,
Come on,
though.
brother. Y'all got to get in touch with yourselves.
No, you in touch with too much of yourself.
Well, if she was just rubbing her knuckle against that part, that'd be straight
No,
too
that was
for
her
you.
You
tongue.
see that? Courtney know about it.
Just
She
n-
said something in the comments.
Hey, she
All
be
right,
hitting
look.
me gooch up.
That's how you know. That's how you know your
I got a
woman love
question.
you when she
All
lick
right,
your gooch.
hit me. What we got, man?
Is this?
I
We
don't need that much love, my dog.
What?
Do y'all enjoy when you nut, she keeps sucking?
No,
Nah.
that shit's sensitive, man.
It
I
is.
know.
It's like,
Look,
bro, I'm not a
look,
Capri Sun. Get up off me.
Please,
That's why you get socked in the top of the head for no reason.
Exactly.
Right in the top of the head for no reason.
He said open hand. This with one of them Chinese moves.
Right,
Ah,
you
like
know
this.
it's about you just push her whole head.
What you doing? It's done. It's done.
Look,
But
man.
it is nice that she
Nigga
can
be over
clean
there
up.
powering
though.
Yeah, it's nice, but you know,
You can clean up the
when
crib.
it's
I don't want you to
clean,
clean up
leave
my.
it
I
alone.
don't need all that gooch.
Hey.
Clean up action. You
I
ain't
know
getting
some
near my gooch.
headhunters from my day.
I'm a Hulk Hogan leg drop your ass, man.
Yeah, I can
Look,
remember
make
a
my
few
old
of
legs
those
bail,
too.
man.
Yeah.
Hey.
My first headhunter was the one that licked my gooch.
Yep, and here we go. So look,
yeah.
on that note, you know what I'm saying, I want to, you know what I'm saying, thank y'all for
She had
another
strawberry
successful,
jelly.
positive, disturbing episode on the back end, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rocked with us,
I'm
man.
scarred.
We left it all out here, all troops in the booth as always. I like to stand by that. I stick by that.
We rocked out with our cocks out tonight,
You know what I'm
ladies.
saying? I thank my man Black
till
for
we get
coming
too
in to
wild.
sit with me, man.
Man,
I appreciate
definitely
you.
appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my engineer,
appreciate you
Ellen,
having me
you know what I'm
here,
saying,
too.
in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like doing her thing with these nice good, you know what I'm saying, shows. I appreciate
found
y'all.
out.
I know
love
it's
y'all.
very
We
uncomfortable
found
to
out
hear these
Pastor
things.
a real one.
Look, Pastor is a real one. Look,
Man of the cloth.
Hey, just want to let it know, I am not a pastor.
he said, "This is what y'all been saying. I am not that,
You a
man." Look,
preacher.
And I go to tramps like no.
man, look, on that note, y'all be safe. Y'all have a
I've been
great
to
night.
Trey before.
Bless y'all, man. All right, now. He said, "I done been to Tram before."
Oh yeah, I've
Another
been
thing.
a few times. It's quite a few experiences.